What's happening? What's happening? Dell Hudson, Realtor and AI, certified AI consultant here in Delaware. Not going to be on here too long as I'm starting out this stream. And I was supposed to do this a few days ago, but time got past me. So I just want to just go back and I really even haven't had the chance. I've seen clips and different things for the state of Delaware, but this is something that realtors, individuals, residents that live in Delaware. This is something that we all should be paying attention to. If you haven't seen already, make sure that you go online and look up the state of the state address. There were a lot of things that were brought up and I think is going to be very impactful in a positive way for the state of Delaware as a whole. There's some things that we still, have to work on, and it's going to take time. But as far as it goes for real estate, there was a portion in there. I won't watch the whole video, but there's a portion in the state of the state address where our governor addressed, the affordability and some other items on there. So we're just going to take a look at that. It's not that long, so I'm going to skip past some of the information, but definitely you can also go on to our governor Matt Myers YouTube. Definitely check out all the information. He's very, very well versed and great at as far as giving the community the information that's needed, what's coming, what's being worked on. He's done a phenomenal job in that aspect. And so we're just going to go over to the channel, make sure to check out. So let's go over real quick, and you can go right on here. Make sure it's you can Google it, or you can go on to Governor Matt Myers' YouTube page and check out the state of the state address. So I'm skipping forward, but as you can see, increasing affordable and accessible housing. So I'm a little stuffed up, but let's take a look at this clip. This is pretty much the whole thing. It's about 30, about an hour. It's about an hour. He touches on a lot of subjects, and I think it was very great from the clips that I have seen and listened to on social media. And so let's take a look at this.
Counties and municipalities to make Delaware the most efficient state in the nation to build affordable housing without sacrificing farmland or open space. We need to be focused on smart growth that fills the housing needs of our working families while also protecting our environment. Our proposed budget continues our state's commitment to farmland preservation and open spaces while developing housing, transportation, and energy in strategic ways.
I'm just going to pause real quick. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal, right? I don't get into politics or anything like that, but this addresses some of the concern that a lot of people have brought up over the past few years. So as it's being stated right here on the screen, increasing affordable and accessible housing, streamlining permitting, digitizing approvals, commitment to farmland preservation. That is a big one. Delaware is known for not just the beaches, but the farmland that we have. A lot of communities have been built, and statistics say I believe even in Millsboro alone, and this is not even all of Sussex County, but there's been an additional 32,000 individuals that have moved to that area from Millsboro, Georgetown, as a lot of developments are being built. So a commitment to the farmland preservation is very huge. As we see, growing up, farmland was something you've seen everywhere. You've seen everywhere. You've seen the cattle, you've seen the animals and all of that. But individuals, whether they passed on or the families really don't have the bandwidth or the capacity to to work the farmland as much. But I think this is great. I mean, we are known for our beaches, our farmland, our culture, our country type of environment. So I think that is great. And then building HOPE, the center style facilities in both Kent and Sussex counties.
Thank you to Housing Authority Director Heckles and Secretaries Hastings and Clifton for your work on these initiatives.
Yeah, very commendable. Very commendable to be working on those.
In the coming months, we will implement the first of a series of reforms to make building affordable housing affordable. Delaware will have the most streamlined, efficient, and transparent permitting systems in the country when it comes to addressing our housing crisis. Thanks to the work of Senator Huxtable and Representative Johnson, we are already helping communities implement zoning reforms to enable increased housing production. Thank you to the 9 local jurisdictions who have already stepped up to join this initial program. We are building housing for all, and that includes giving real opportunities to our most vulnerable neighbors. The Hope Center in Newcastle County has been a bridge to a better tomorrow for Delaware families. Thanks to the federal rural health grant, we will develop new counterparts to the Hope Center in both Kent and Sussex counties. We look forward to collaborating with Senator Buxton and other members of the General Assembly, as well as community partners on these new centers so that in our Delaware, in this prosperous and technological age, no one gets left behind.
Very commendable. That's what we like. That's what we like. That's what we like. Nobody.
And too many Delawareans, hardworking Delawareans, are getting squeezed simply by turning on their lights. You and I are not doing anything different than we were last year or the year before, but our energy.
I'm going to pause right here because I just want to do the housing. As you can see that he talked about it briefly, as most of the subjects that is fit within the hour. But energy, this is another thing, that has been going on as far as, high electricity bills. And as Governor just said, we haven't been doing anything different. We haven't been doing anything different. Let's just take a look real quick, and then we'll go from here. Let me just listen to
bills
this.
are spiking. A couple in Bear just told me how they are trying to understand their bill jumping from $150 per month 2 years ago to $600 per month today.
Right.
That is unacceptable. Delmarva Power must stop overcharging Delaware families.
Listen, this has been going on for a while, and I'm not even into this field right here, but that's something that goes along with housing. Listen, not only can we barely afford the housing now, people that are buying houses or already have houses can barely afford electric bills. And I think this is something, as Governor Meyer just stated, this is something that they should be looking at from the electric companies. I don't have that issue per se. I know the winter time is here, and a lot of people's bills are skyrocketing, and the funding is limited for individuals that need assistance with paying electric bills, utilities, things like that, because of the circumstances. And that goes for the winter, the fall, especially the summer with ACs and different things like that. So I'm going to leave it like that. I really love the housing address that was happening, that was talked about, making it more affordable. This is something that Delawareans should be proud of, that's going on, the different programs and, communities, centers that are helping on these initiatives. It's something to be proud of, and look forward to see what the next couple of years look like for housing affordability. As we know, with the administration at hand, from the presidency's standpoint, wanting housing prices to remain high, and wanting the individuals that own houses to be wealthy from it. So that's another video for another time, but definitely I'm getting ready to go and subscribe to the channel for our Delaware Governor, Matt Meyer. And I hope you all enjoy this, share this. Let me know your feedback. If you watched the whole speech, the state of the state, let me know anything that comes across your mind, and if anything was missed, But if anything, make sure you like, comment, subscribe as I'm building out my streaming platform for real estate and education here in Delaware. Peace.